mothers and fathers. The Gerber baby presents the world's most famous mother and the world's best-loved singer, Madame Schumann-Heink. These programs are brought to you each Sunday night by the Gerber Company, makers of those better for babies plain vegetables and cereals. They are presented in the hope that if or when you have a baby ready for first solid food, you'll at least try him on Gerber. And if you do that, we're sure he'll like them. Thrive on them, too. And now, our beloved star.
Good evening to everybody. This is Mother Schumann-Heink. Here I am back to talk again to you. Most especially at first, I speak with young girls tonight, because I have received so many letters from them and their mothers too. It is about their singing. And how I wish I could help them all to become big successes as singing artists. But I cannot do that. It is up to them. If the good Lord has given them a beautiful voice, then they will sing. They cannot help but sing, sometime or somewhere, in the opera or in churches or maybe on the radio. I have been singing for a long time, long before these girls were born, or their mothers too. And I can tell you, it was no snap for those first long years. Hungry I was most always, because I had to save every little penny we made for costumes for my roles. And so I know it is a long, hard road to become a big success. It means work and practicing. Oh, a lot of practice and seriousness. And they should watch their voices, not to wear them out too soon, by singing too hard or too long, or on selections whose notes are too high or too low for their range.
Perhaps there are future Ortruds, Carmens, or Brunhildes listening in tonight, Madame Schumann-Heink. Who knows? And now, will you sing for us Richard Strauss's beautiful Traum durch die Dämmerung? Thank you, Madame. We next hear from Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker Suite, Shapehack by the orchestra. Madame Schumann-Heink, you remember telling me a short time ago about one of your first bows in society after you became famous? I wonder if you'd repeat it tonight.
You mean the time in London? And I was so embarrassed. I had just come over to London. It was the first time I had sung there. So Lillian Nordica, what a singer and what a wonderful friend of mine, was having a party. She had invited dukes and barons and other people with fancy titles. It was a dinner party. But what did I know about dinner dresses? All I knew about was my costume. So I just wore my regular clothes. And when I knocked at the door, the butler turned up his nose. He wasn't going to let me in. Then Nordica's maid, happy to see me. Dummkopf, she said to that butler, that is Madame Schumann-Heink. So he let me in. After I was in, you should see Nordica and her maid. They rushed me upstairs. They gave me one of Nordica's dresses, a complete outfit, even jewels to wear. Now, only the shoes, they were too big, if I do say it myself. So in the nick of time, I was safe. And I sang to them and had a fine time after all. Wonderful. And now I must tell you a funny thing. Long before the big war, I was called to the Emperor's Palace in Berlin to sing for the Kaiser, the Kaiserin, and Queen Alexandra of England. It was one of our own heathen verses song. The Kaiser asked me to sing it again. He liked it so much. And can you guess the name of that song? Well, it is way down upon the Swanee River. And that is the song I sing to you now. there to warm my heart eternally. To board the old up and down the whole sadly I roam, longing for the old loving place, for the old
Thank you, Madame Schumann-Heink, for your soulful interpretation of that beautiful old American folk song. And now, before we hear from you again, I'd like to say a few words to other mothers listening in. Mothers, you know about milk for babies. You know how to bathe them and what they should wear. You know that now, or in just a few months, your babies are going to need strained vegetables which digest easily. But do you know there is now no need to spend hours over a hot stove preparing those vegetables, then laboriously straining them? For today, Gerbers do all that work for you. In the first place, these vegetables are grown especially for babies, so they are fresher and better than any you could buy on the market. Next, they're cooked with oxygen excluded, so that the vitamins are retained in high degree. They are strained 5 times finer than you could strain them at home, then put up in handy cans ready for your baby. All you have to do is open the can, heat, and serve. If you want to save yourself extra work, and some money, too, ask your doctor about Gerbers and look for the famous blue and white Gerber cans in the special display rack at your grocer's or drugstore. Ask about Gerbers tomorrow. G-E-R-B-E-R. And now, Madame Schumann-Heink.
This is Mother Schumann-Heink bidding mothers and fathers good night until other Sunday. And for their little ones everywhere, may they sleep peacefully and dream sweet dreams.
This is the National Broadcasting Company. WENR, the voice of service, Chicago. The time.